Yo, what's up, it's your boy Ambitious Kid, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make hot stands amapiano like mellow and sleazy right here on FL Studio Mobile for beginners. Yes guys, this is gonna be a full tutorial which is gonna be very exciting. And guys, the good news is that I'm going to be giving you guys the mellow and sleazy stand sample pack that I've used to make this hot beat, so that we can all make this beat together at the same time guys, which is gonna be very exciting. And I'm gonna be posting the final beat on my music channel as a full song guys, and the mellow and sleazy stand sample pack download link will be on the comment section of this final song. Okay guys, let's get right into today's hot amapiano tutorial. Okay guys, so the first thing we're gonna start by doing to make this hot mellow and sleazy stands amapiano tutorial right here on FL Studio Mobile is that we're gonna start by clicking this top icon at the top right corner just like this. We're gonna click new over here and we're gonna click empty over there. We're gonna go where it says new song. We're gonna click this section and we're gonna write our song title over here. Since this is a stands tutorial, this is a mellow and sleazy stands amapiano tutorial, so I'm just gonna write stands like that. And then once you're done writing your song title, you're gonna click OK over here, and we're gonna skip this section and click OK again. And just like that guys, we have started making our hot stands mellow and sleazy amapiano type beat. So the most important thing to do when we're on this section is to go where it says 140 BPM down here, and we're gonna make sure that our BPM hits 112. So in order to do that, we're gonna click -10, minus another 10, minus another 10 again, and then we're gonna plus 2 so that we can hit 112 just like that guys. And we're gonna remove this whole section over here. So in order to do that, I'm gonna click the left side of the screen or either the right side. So we're gonna click anywhere. Let's click the right side. And guys, let's start importing our amazing hot samples. So I'm gonna start with the drums because I want to make a nice percussions or add some kicks. So in order to do that, I'm gonna click the plus button over here. We're gonna go to drums over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and find a nice amapiano kick so that we can start with our hot amazing stands beat. So we're gonna go to my files, we're gonna go to my samples, and the sample pack we're gonna be using here will be the mellow and sleazy stands amapiano sample pack guys, which is amazing. The link is there on the comment section. I left it there for you guys, it's free. So we're gonna click the mellow and sleazy stands sample pack over here, and then we're gonna go to the stands kicks over here since we're gonna be starting with our kicks. And guys, if your FL Studio says it's empty, it says there are no kicks, if you're looking for your stands kicks, you're gonna click the right side of the screen to solve the problem. And we're gonna repeat the same process again by pressing the plus button, going to my files again, going to my samples, going to the mellow and sleazy stands sample pack, and going back to our stands kicks. And voila guys, our stands kicks will appear just like that, which are a lot and they're all amazing guys. Let's find a nice kick that we're gonna be using. So I'm gonna be using the kick 1. So in order to load in my kick 1, I'm gonna click the right side of the screen, and just like that guys, we have loaded our kicks. Let's make something amazing with this. Okay, so I'm gonna layer my kicks like this. Nice kick over there guys. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep layering them. Just like that guys. These kicks hit hard. I like them. Nicely done guys. Since we're done with our kicks, we're gonna go ahead and add in more instruments like percussions, congas, and all those good stuff to our drums. So what we're gonna do to do that is that we're gonna click this plus button over here. We're gonna go to my files, we're gonna go to my samples, and we're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy stands amapiano sample pack. We're gonna go into our stands percussions this time since we need amazing percussions. And then let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna load the first bongo by clicking the right side of the screen, and then let's put it here. Let's go ahead and load in another bongo guys, or another percussion or something else. So I'm gonna press the plus button, and then I'm gonna load the second one like this. I'm gonna press the plus button again. I'm gonna load the third one, the bongo 6. I'm gonna press the plus button again, and then I'm gonna load the conga 11. And I think that's enough. Let's see what we can do with these percussions over here. Nice, guys. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this there. Nice, guys. Let's listen to that. And then I'm gonna lower my percussion volume because I think they're too loud. So in order to do that, guys, to not be too fast, I'm gonna click this where it says stance percussions over here, and then it's gonna show me all these different types of volumes, and then I'm gonna make sure I lower them so that they cannot be that loud. Nice, guys. And then I'm gonna keep on layering my stuff. Nice, guys. Amazing percussions we have over here, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button over here since we're done with our percussion, which sounds like this. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and add in another percussion on top of this one, or a shaker, so that our beat can catch up and become extremely hot. So what I'm gonna do to do that is that I'm gonna press the plus button over there. We're gonna go into audio clip this time, and then we're gonna go to my files over here. We're gonna go to my samples over there, and then we're gonna head into the mellow and sleazy stance sample pack again. Let's try something new this time. Let's go into our shaker loops, our stance shaker loops. Let's find an amazing shaker loop in here. Amazing. Let's try the stance shaker loop over here. So I'm gonna click the right side to load it. I'm gonna click it, and then I'm gonna drag it into place, and then let's listen to this. Amazing, guys. Everything sounds spectacular right now already. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click this drum, and then I'm gonna say copy, and then I'm gonna click the screen for more than 2 seconds. When I let go, it's gonna give me this paste icon. I'm gonna click paste, just like that, guys, and this is what we're gonna have. Amazing, guys. Everything sounds nice. I'm gonna increase the volume of this. And guys, another problem, if you guys are facing the same problem as me, as when your beat reaches the end, it doesn't loop back, this line seems to go that way, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna click this line over here at the top. Let me quickly zoom out for this one, just like this. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click this top line for more than 2 seconds. This thing is gonna appear, this outlining line, so it's gonna outline the top part of my screen, just like this. And once you're done outlining the top part by just dragging this line over here, this plus button is gonna appear. You're gonna click it, and you're gonna say trim selection, which means it's gonna trim your shaker loop or anything so that it can be equivalent to each other. So in order to do that, I'm gonna click trim selection, and once our line reaches the end, it's gonna loop back to the start, just like that, guys, which is an amazing tip and trick. Hope I've helped a lot of you guys with this. So let's go ahead and add in more amazing instruments, guys, since our beat is really hot right now, since our percussions sound really amazing. So what I'm thinking about adding now is a nice string that will actually make our beat sound spectacular. So let's go ahead and add in an amazing string by pressing the plus button, going to the DW sampler. We're gonna go to my files, we're gonna go to my samples, we're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy stance sample pack, we're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy strings, since we're looking for an amazing string. Amazing, guys. I think I like this string, but let's see other strings. amazing. I think I like the GMS string more, so I'm gonna click the right side of the screen and let's see what we can do with the GMS string. I think I'm gonna use the C4 note for this one, so I'm gonna click anywhere on the screen and then I'm gonna click my note and then I'm gonna use this round knob to drag it to the equivalent size I want it to actually be. So I want it to be this long. Okay, let's stretch it a little bit more. Amazing, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button at the top. I'm gonna click my GMS string and then I'm gonna use this round knob over here to drag my GMS string so that it can be equivalent to all my instruments over here, and this is what we're gonna have, which sounds amazing, guys. I'm gonna increase the GMS string. Nicely done, guys. We're cooking something amazing over here. Really hard, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and press the plus button and add in more amazing instruments. So I'm thinking of adding a nice melody this time, so we're gonna go into DW sampler for that. Since we're adding a melody, we're gonna go to my files, we're gonna go to my samples, and we're gonna head to the mellow and sleazy stance amapiano sample pack again, and we're gonna go into the stance melodies for this one. Let's see what melody we can use over here. Nice, guys. Nice. Let's use the movie swell. So I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to load it, and let's make something amazing with this. Let's cook something fire with this. Okay, I'm gonna lower its length. It's too long. Let me put it somewhere there. Nice, guys. Let's cook something amazing with this. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep on packing. And guys, another quick tip and trick I'm gonna be giving you guys, which is really cool, is to click this icon over here at the right corner, and we're gonna click plus module over here so that we can add our amazing effects like the reverb too, guys, which will make our nice movie swell sound amazing, like Nandipha 808's movie swell and all those cool artists, even the stance type. So this is what we're gonna have. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna just lower the wet volume. The wet means the average volume of the effect. So if I do this, it's gonna pour a lot of reverb in my thing. So but if I do this, it's gonna pour less of the reverb. So that's a nice quick tip and trick that can elevate your beat from 0 to 100. So let me keep on packing this. Let's listen to that. Amazing, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button over here. I'm gonna click my movie swell melody and then I'm gonna drag it till it becomes equivalent to all my instruments, and this is what we're gonna have. Amazing, guys. Let's go ahead and add in more effects to my movie cell so that we can make it sound cool and really extravagant. So I'm gonna click this icon over here where we add effects, and then I'm gonna press plus module or add module, and then we're gonna add a nice delay, either the tape delay or the trance delay. So I think I'm gonna use the tape delay for this one. So this is what we're gonna have. Okay, I think I'm gonna change the delay. So we're gonna click this icon over here if you want to change your instrument, and you're gonna click replace over here. So it's gonna replace your instrument. So we're gonna actually replace our instrument with another one. So we're gonna replace it from tape to trance delay, which is this one, and then this is how everything's gonna sound like. Amazing, guys. Everything sounds spectacular. Everything sounds really good right now. So that's how I want my movie swells to sound like. Amazing. Really hot, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and add in more instruments, more melodies, and more sounds. So I'm thinking about adding a chord this time to this hot stance beat, so that this beat can sound really cool. So I'm gonna leave the beat playing while we go ahead and find an amazing chord. So we're gonna press the plus button. We're gonna go to DW sampler. We're gonna go to my files. We're gonna go to my samples. We're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy stance amapiano sample pack, and let's go into stance melodies. Actually, let's go to stance chords. Yeah, so let's find an amazing chord in here. Nice. This is a smooth chord. It's called the electric piano. Let's use the electric piano X for this. Let's cook something amazing with this, guys. Okay, let's cook up something amazing with this X piano chord. So I'm gonna start with the C5 note, and then let's see. And I'm gonna load the C4 over here. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Amazing, guys, amazing. And then let's see what we can do to our chord again. Nice. Let's think. I'm thinking about a deeper note over here. Amazing. We're cooking fire chords over here. Let me quickly zoom out of the chords. Nicely done, guys. Let's continue with our chords. I'm gonna drag this to here till it reaches the end. And guys, if you want this piano to appear, you're just gonna click this icon over here. Just hold it, then drag it upwards, and then you're gonna find the piano. But I don't need it for now, so I'm just gonna let it go and leave it down there. And then I'm gonna keep on editing my chords so that our chord can be amazing. Okay. Amazing. I like that lower note, that deeper note over there. Okay, and then I'm gonna layer another chord over here. Smooth, guys. Let's make something amazing here. Let's cook something fire today. Okay, so I'm gonna change the chord over here to something different. Okay. And I'm also gonna release another tutorial on me showing you guys how to like play some cool chords. Like, it will only be based on a chord tutorial so that you guys can be amazing at making chords too. Nicely done, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna use the square box by clicking the screen for more than 2 seconds. A square box like this is gonna appear. You're gonna select everything over here, and I'm gonna use this round knob to drag my instruments a little bit backwards, And just like that, guys, I'm gonna click the X button. I'm gonna click my X piano chord, which sounds like this. Sounds really smooth, guys, and nice. This is insane. I'm gonna lower my movie swell volume. Okay, let me go back into my movie swell, and then what I'm gonna do now in here is that I'm gonna use the square box again to select everything. I'm gonna say copy, and then I'm gonna start pasting everything over here just like this, and I'm gonna paste. Let's listen to that. Nice, guys. I think I'm satisfied with what's going on now. Nice, guys, nice. So let's go ahead and add in more amazing instruments, guys. We need to make sure that our stance beat sounds really spectacular, guys, because we are masters, and we need to make sure that this beat sounds really good. So in order to do that, we're gonna press the plus button to load in more instruments. I'm thinking of adding a nice melody again so that we can boost our melodies in here so that everything can sound spectacular. I'm gonna go to DW sampler for this. I'm gonna go to my files. Let me leave the beat playing while we go ahead and find a nice melody. We're gonna go to my samples. We're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy stance pack, and then we're gonna go into the stance melodies, the stance amazing melodies. Let's find a nice melody in here. Okay, nice. Okay, this is pretty unique, the flex melody. So I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to load my flex melody since I liked it more. Okay, guys, let's make something amazing with the flex melody. Let's cook up something spectacular. Nice. Let me listen to that again. Nice. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm just gonna drag these notes over here so that they can collide. Nice. And make sure they collide a little bit more. And then I'm gonna do the same repetition. We need them to collide, because when they collide, guys, they make a nice sound that makes a good melody. Nice, nice, nice. Let's keep on doing this because it's working quite well. I wasn't expecting that it will sound this hot, but yet it is. So we gotta keep on. Okay, I think I shortened it a little bit there, and then I'm gonna fill in these gaps over here just like this, and then this is what we're gonna have. Amazing, guys. This is a sick melody we have over here. This is insane. We're really cooking up an amazing stance beat, and we haven't gotten yet to the log drum part, but this beat is already amazing, guys. I'm amazed about what we're doing today. So I'm gonna lower my flex melody volume just like this. Okay, I think I lowered them too much, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click them too and make them equivalent to all my instruments. Nicely done, guys. And the most important thing to do when we're on this section, guys, that I actually need you guys to know is to go over here and save the beat again, guys, because if something happens, we lose the beat, we lost it forever. I don't know how to retrieve it. So in order to save it, we're gonna just click this top right icon over here, and then we're gonna click save, just like that. It's gonna say save our stance beat, and then we're gonna say save over here. It's gonna show this icon over here saying save. Then we know, guys, that we have our stance beat on the line. It's saved. Even if our FL Studio crashes, we're good. We've saved the beat. So this is what we've made so far, which is amazing, guys. This is really lit. Nice, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in more instruments so that this beat can sound really fire and become really spectacular. So what I'm thinking about now is a nice stance snare, that smooth stance snare that they really use all of the time on the stance beat. So let's go ahead and get it and spice up the beat. So I'm gonna press the plus button for this, and we're gonna go into drums. Since we're adding a snare, we're gonna go into my files, we're gonna go into my samples, we're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy stance sample pack again, and we're gonna go into the snares, of course, and then it's gonna say empty again. And in order to solve this problem, you're gonna click the right side of the screen, and we're gonna repeat the same process again by pressing the plus button, going to DW sampler, go into my files, go into the mellow and sleazy stance sample pack again, go into the snares. By repeating the same process again, you're gonna make your snares appear just like that. You're gonna solve the problem by just repeating the same process again. So let's select a nice snare over here. So these are all the stance snares over here, guys. Nice. I think the snare 3 is nice. So I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to load it, and let's just increase its volume since we want our snares to hit hard. So in order to increase a snare's volume, you're gonna click it where it says snares over here. This section is gonna appear, you're gonna increase it, and later on, guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to increase your volume even more if some of you guys like loud stuff. So I'm gonna show you that. So I'm gonna decrease this melody, and then let's click edit and edit our snare, guys. Nice, guys. And if we want to change our snare to a different one, we're actually gonna hold wait say snare over here for more than 2 seconds. When we let go, it's gonna show us these icons over here. We're gonna just say load sample, and then we can change our snare from here. But I think the snare 3 is quite fine, so I'm gonna click the right side. Nice, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click this icon over here, and then I'm gonna say add module over here. We're gonna add a leveler, guys. So what this is gonna do is that it's gonna increase our snare volume so that our snares can hit hard, just like that, guys. So we're gonna keep on packing our snares. Okay, I think I was a little bit too early on those ones. Nice, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button, drag this so it can be equivalent to all my instruments. Nice, guys. Everything sounds amazing right now with the snare. So what I'm gonna do now is to add our amazing stance log drums, which are also there in the stance amapiano sample pack. So let's go ahead and go get them, guys. Let's go ahead and get them. So in order to do that, I'm gonna press the plus button over here. We're gonna go to DW sampler, we're gonna go to my files, we're gonna go to my samples, and we're gonna go into the mellow and sleazy stance amapiano sample pack. We're gonna head to stance log drums over here, guys, which it has a lot of log drums, but we need the stance log drums alone. So nice, let's use this stance log drum for now. Nicely done, guys. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click this tiny colorful icon over here. What it's gonna do is that it's gonna switch off my electric piano since we don't need chords. they are gonna collide with my log drums, so we don't want that. Increase my snare volume. Amazing. I think everything sounds spectacular. Let's go ahead and add in our amazing log drums right now. Let's go ahead and cook them. So I'm gonna start by playing the beat. Nice, guys. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click the X button and increase the volume, guys, because I like the volume. Our log drums need to be loud. Nice. Exactly what I actually wanted. The right volume. I like loud log drums. That's my thing. This log drum is actually amazing and unique. I've never used something like this before. Okay. Nice. This is an amazing log drum over here, guys. This is like something else. This is on a whole nother level. Okay. Let me make something cool over here. Amazing, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the X button and we're gonna switch off our movie swirls over here. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna make sure my stance bass log drum, actually my stance log drum, is equivalent. Amazing, guys. This sounds really nice. What I need to do now to my stance log drum is that I'm gonna bass boost it by adding a bass behind it, like an FM sub bass or a cool bass that's gonna actually make it stronger and hit harder. But we need to keep it smooth since this is the stance genre, so everything needs to be smooth. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do to do that is that I'm gonna duplicate my log drum. So in order to duplicate my log drum from here, I'm gonna click this piano icon for more than 2 seconds. I'm gonna hold it just like this. Once I let it go, it's gonna show me these icons. I'm gonna click clone channel over here and I'm gonna start editing my second log drum that we've cloned over here. So as you can see, there are 2 log drums now, which only sound louder. So we need this one to act like some bass type of a log drum, so we have to change it by clicking edit over here. And what we're gonna do is that at the right side of the screen there will be this tiny icon that I like clicking on. So I'm gonna click it again, and where it says stance log drum 11, I'm gonna click that section, and once I've did that, I'm gonna go and find a nice bass log drum. Okay, nice. This is a powerful sub log drum, an FM sub log drum, so we need something like this. This is actually spectacular. I like it. So I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to change this whole sector into an FM sub. So this is what everything is gonna sound like now. Nice, guys. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna shorten our instruments or edit them the way we want them. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm just gonna lower my second log drum, which is a bass log drum's volume. Amazing, guys. Okay, guys, so let's try zooming out. So just like the end, guys, you're gonna zoom in or out by just scrolling through with your fingers. Maybe you can use your first finger to scroll this side and then the other one to scroll at the other side so that you can zoom in or out. So once you've did that, we can start packing our beats. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna start switching on all the instruments that I switched off, just like this. So this is how everything sounds like, which everything sounds amazing. Even if it's collides, it sounds really good. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna click the screen for more than 2 seconds so that the square box can appear. I'm gonna select these instruments that I've started with, like the F, the flex melody and all those good stuff. I'm gonna say copy. I'm gonna paste them over here. I'm gonna keep on pasting them by clicking the screen for more than 2 seconds, letting go, clicking the paste icon, just like that, guys, over and over. So this is how our beat is gonna start like, which is amazing, guys. Nice, guys. So what I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and add in a nice cool FX tool, and there are a lot of FXs inside the Stance block drum sample pack and the Stance amapiano mellow and sleazy sample pack. So let's go to files. To do that, we're gonna go to my samples, we're gonna go into this mellow and sleazy Stance pack, when we're gonna go into the FXs, guys. There are a lot. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna choose a nice one for ourselves. Okay, we need a nice one here, so I'm just gonna keep on scrolling. Okay, let's listen to this one. Okay, this is a nice one, guys. So I'm gonna click the right side of the screen to load it in, and then I'm gonna try clicking it and then dragging it to the right spot over here, just like that. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna drag our log drums to this section, and then everything is gonna sound like, but I'm gonna switch them off for now. And I'm gonna drag my second bass log drums over here. I'm gonna select both of them, and then I'm gonna drag them like this. And then we're gonna remove the movie swell over here. Amazing, guys. So I'm gonna actually click the flex melody, and then we're gonna click this section, press plus module. We're gonna actually master our flex melody by adding a reverb. Nice, guys. Sounds angelic this time. It sounds nice. Sounds like an angel this time. And that's what we actually want in here. Nicely done, guys. So I'm thinking about editing my log drums again. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna get inside by clicking edit. We're gonna zoom out like this, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take everything I did in here, select it, saying copy, and then paste it at the other side. Make sure it's equivalent, and then okay, I'm gonna try zooming in. And then we're gonna take it to the right note, just like that. We're gonna zoom out, and we're gonna do the same thing to the other log drum. So I'm just gonna drag it out, and then this is how it's gonna sound like so far. So I'm gonna go inside of it, and I'm gonna try editing it again by zooming in. Okay, I think I've zoomed in too much. Let me say undo for that. Okay, let's try zooming in. and then we're gonna go at the top, and then yeah, everything is okay. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go ahead and edit my second one by zooming out 2 in here. And what I'm gonna do in here is that I'm gonna use the line again to select everything, and then I'm gonna say copy, and then I'm gonna paste everything on the other side just like this by making sure it's equivalent. And I'm gonna take this last note, and then everything is gonna nice. And then we're gonna tweak some things in here too. Amazing, guys. And then what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna make a nice cool style by actually taking these things out. Everything sounds fire. These log drums hit really hard. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna drag everything to the end just like this, and I'm gonna also drag everything over here just like this. I'm gonna say copy, paste it over here so that our beat can have a resting point just like here, so that it can stop and give it that cool effect. So I'm gonna keep on placing everything like that. And right now we're gonna go to the FX over here, down here, and then we're gonna make sure that it's equivalent by zooming in and then dragging it and putting it at the right spot. So this is how everything is gonna sound like. Increase its volume. And then we can add in a nice cool style over here by just letting the bass itself play, something like this. Amazing, guys, this is really cool. Nice stance beat over here, guys. This is a fire stance beat. We are really cooking over here. Spectacular stuff. Let me save it one last time. Let me increase the volume a little bit for the log drum. Nicely done, guys. That's how to make a hot, mellow and sleazy stance amapiano type beat right here on FL Studio Mobile for beginners. Make sure that you don't forget to leave a like on this video if you really enjoyed today's hot amapiano tutorial. And guys, make sure that you don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you cannot miss out on any of my hottest upcoming tutorials that I'm gonna be releasing, guys, because I'm gonna be releasing the best of the best and hottest amapiano tutorials like never before. So make sure to subscribe for that. Peace. See you on the next one.